Good morning and a very warm welcome back to the channel. Now, trail riding in the UK can be a bit of a minefield, from finding green lanes that are actually legal and as well finding lanes that actually match your ability. So in this video I'm going to be going through the three main ways that you can find green lanes right here in the UK, sharing my own personal experiences so you can figure out which may be the best option for you. Okay, so later on in the video, I'm going to show you exactly how I found this green lane behind me using a piece of tech. But before I do that, I want to go through the first method of finding green lanes, which involves no tech at all, and that is the humble OS map. Now, when I first started green laning, this is what I used to find trails in my local area. And honestly, it can be one of, you probably can't see this, but honestly, it can be one of the most rewarding ways to find green lanes. Planning the routes yourself. There's a couple of downsides with the OS map. As you can see, there's no tech involved, so you've kind of got to remember where to go. So what I used to do when I first went out is, right, okay, we need to go up this road, take the third right, then the second left, and you'd get confused, you'd have to stop, you'd have to unpack all of this. Damn, I missed the turn and I need to go back. And it took a long while. So ultimately, in the end, that's kind of why I've moved away from this. But honestly, it takes you back to your childhood using one of these for the first time. Yeah, if you're brand new to trail riding and you're just kind of dipping your toe in the water, you're not sure if you're going to do it long term, you cannot go far wrong with the humble OS map. It's never going to run out of battery. It's going to be reliable. Of course, if it chucks it down the rain, that's the downside of one of these. But yeah, if you never use one of these, well worth a go. Other downside of these is, of course, it just covers a very, very small area. So when you've explored all of the local lanes in your area, like I have, and you want to go a little bit further afield, you're then going to have to go and buy another OS map. And these cost about £8 a pop, which obviously isn't going to break the bank. But if you're buying multiple, copies of these for different areas, the cost can soon add up. So just something to bear in mind. But yeah, a great starting point for sure. Okay, so you've had your fun with your OS map. You've started off with this, but you want to do a few more trails further afield, and you don't want to keep forking out for these and unpacking and repacking them again. What can you do? Well, there's two main options. So the first of which is the TRF, which is the Trail Riders Fellowship. Now, the TRF looks out for the interests of legal green lanes. As you just saw from the little clip with the chap with the dog walking past, green lanes are for use for both motorcycle riders, 4x4s, and people on foot, bicycles, all the rest of it. So the TRF look out for the best interests of the lanes, and what they aim to do and strive to do is to keep them open for all to use for as long as possible. So that is a fantastic benefit of the TRF, which of course you don't get with the OS map, and you won't necessarily get with the third option I'm going to talk about in a second. The other thing they do is they give you access to the Green Lane Roadmap, which is a fantastic database of all of the legal green lanes within the UK. They keep that as up to date as they possibly can do to make sure that you don't fall foul of any kind of restrictions or regulations. So fantastic, fantastic resource. And I think off the top of my head, the membership price is about £65 for the year. I've probably got that wrong, so I'll flash it up on screen now for you. Now, I'll be completely honest, because I've been green laning for a little while now, I probably should join the TRF just because all of the fantastic benefits they kind of bring to the table. One of the main kind of goals is to keep the green lanes open, and yeah, you probably should join for that, if for nothing else at all. The other great thing about the TRF is they do a lot of community rides outs. So if you join your local TRF, you can meet like-minded people and go on the trails. Now, not everybody will have the confidence to do that. One, they might be a little bit socially awkward, or, like me, they may be a little bit scared that their ability isn't going to be up to the rest of the group, and they're a little bit concerned that they're going to hold the rest of the group up, which is personally why I haven't joined the TRF as well. So, yeah, lots of different options there with the TRF, and I'd highly, highly recommend you check it out. Now, the third and final way of finding green lanes here in the UK, and I'm now going to take you down this green lane on the Himalayan, is through a website called Trail Vids. Now, Trail Vids have only been operational since 2025, and I found them on a Facebook forum, I think it was, for green laning. Checked it out, and their membership price starts at just £15 a year. So again, a little bit like the OS map, you don't want to fully commit to the TRF. It's a great way of kind of dipping your toe in the water, figuring out if you actually like green laning, and if you want to kind of continue it. Okay, so Trail Vids has a couple of distinct benefits over both OS Maps and the TRF, which I'm just going to show you now. So we're on the website, we're going to go on Map Overview to begin with. I'm not going to go through how all of this color coding and key system works. I'll let you guys do that in your own time, but all you need to know is that each trail that is mapped is color coded. So green, for example, is a slightly easy difficulty, going up to orange, going up to orange basically. So one thing I want to draw your attention to quickly is red trails. So these are trails that are closed by temporary TRO, so traffic regulation order. So for example, in Thetford, near myself, they're basically letting the ground regenerate there because it's been trashed by 4x4s. So yeah, there's going to be a sign of that on the map for you, so you know not to go down them. And there's no any of the trails that are basically closed by permanent TRO, which are never going to be open again, aren't even mapped. So that's a good thing to know. You're not going to fall foul of that. Now, both Trail Vids and the TRF constantly update their mapping, but of course they can only react so quickly. So it is still going to be down to your due diligence just to make sure that these trails are fully open and legal when you decide to go down them. That's annoying. So I signed up for a year for £15. I've got a 3-year offer on, by the looks of it at the moment. 3 years for 30 quid. So, I mean, it was cheap anyway, but that's a bit of a bargain. But anyway, when you subscribe, you're going to go down to all maps at the bottom, and this is going to give you every map for every locality in the UK. So you can see you've got a whole UK loop, or if you're like me, in Norfolk, you're going to click on the Cambridge, Essex, Suffolk and Norfolk boats. Boats just stands for byways open to all traffic, which means they're fully legal for us to go down. Okay, so after clicking on the Norfolk map, this is what we're presented with, and every blue dot essentially represents the start of a new legal trail, which is, yeah, just awesome. There's so many in this area. I'm going to zoom in on Thetford. These are the lanes with the TROs that I was talking about. So they are green legal lanes, but not at this moment in time. We need to avoid them. Now, one thing that Trail Vids really encourages is for us to essentially help them build their network of trails. They, of course, go out riding themselves, but it's very difficult for them to map the entire country solo. So what do I mean by that? Let's click on this little picture here near Hunstanton. So you can see here a chap called Paul rode this trail in April 25 on a Hemi 450. He graded it grade 1, so tarmac with some sandy areas. So let's click on this YouTube video. And this is one of the most exciting features I think about Trail Vids, is that you can watch a video on the trail before you go down it and see if it's going to be right for you. So as you can see, fairly flat, a little bit of undulation, but nothing major. So realistically, if you're a beginner rider or just want an easy day, this is going to be fantastic. But if you want a more challenging day, you know that this is going to be a trail to avoid, and you don't need to waste your time going there, which I think is an excellent, excellent feature. So the trail we rode today actually wasn't in Hunstanton, so let's actually go to the trail that I actually rode, give it a little bit more relevance. So if we go down here, click on this, that's the start of the trail that you're going to see me riding in a second in the video. You can see this one hasn't been mapped. We click on this little direction arrow up here at the top left. And the second feature about Trail Vids that I'm really excited about is that this will navigate us directly to the start of that particular trail. So let's say we're at Knight's Spa Hotel. that'd be a great thing right now, I can tell you. And you can see it will Google map us directly to the start of that trail. So if you're like me, you've got a satellite navigation device hooked to the bike like the OHUBX, that's going to take you there. If not, phone mounted to your handlebars are going to do the job just fine. Anyway, I'm going to cut to a shot of me actually riding to the start of this trail. We'll talk a little bit more about it, and then I'll take you on the trail itself.
Okay, so we are 1 minute away from the start of our first trail. Are we going left down here? Yes, we are. That was close. So as you can see, I've no idea where I am, and I definitely would not have found this trail if it were not for either Trail Vids, an OS map, or the TRF. So yeah, unless you've got friends that know your local lanes, I would highly recommend. Oh, here we go. Look how quick that stuck up on you. You would not know that this was a legal green lane without one of these. So let's park up and shoot the intro for the video, shall we? Okay, so let's say, for example, we don't want to start here, we want to go the roadway round, we want to start from this end of the trail. All I would simply do, I've done it already, I'll click off of it so you can see what it would look like. All I simply do is click on it, and the purple line basically means this hasn't been mapped, so remember the community hasn't uploaded any footage of it. I'll just click on it, hit directions, and you can see there we've got a 2-mile route, a road route round. Hit start on it. That's going to link up with the IOC and it's going to take me straight to the start of that trail, which is a fantastic feature, and it's how I actually got here in the first place. But anyway, enough waffling, I'll turn this off because we're going to go down the green lane, and yeah, we'll have a chat at the end. Okay, so like I mentioned, this is a trail I haven't been down before, and yeah, we are in the middle of nowhere, and I definitely wouldn't have found this trail just kind of riding around. It's one of those trails that kind of looks like a farmer's track, and yeah, unless you've got some kind of navigation device, whether it be OS Maps, whether it be the TRF Green Road Map, or the Trail Vids site, yeah, you're not going to find these kind of trails. So yeah, I mean, every option I've spoken about today is going to cost you a little bit of money, but it's minimal. And if you've got nobody to ride with, like I have most of the time, or you know, your schedules don't align, having one of these sources or multiple sources combined is going to be invaluable for you. So get down to the stream, go right. Now, one thing the Trail Vids app doesn't do is it doesn't actually track you on when you're on the green lane. So I've actually turned the navigation off. So because it kind of integrates and links with Google Maps, it will take you to the start of the trail, and then when you're actually on the trail, the navigation is then very much up to you. So you need to be, again, very mindful and very respectful that you're going down trails that are fully legal. You're not going the wrong way, and then as soon as you hit the road again, that's when Trail Vids will kind of pick up. Now, one feature I would love to see on Trail Vids, and having looked at the website, I know is either an idea or is in development, is an option to essentially create a loop, which isn't available at the moment. I think when they have that functionality, Trail Vids will be definitely head and shoulders above most things on the market, but yeah, it definitely stacks up well against the competition, even in its current form. So I believe we can go straight down here. I am just gonna double check though. I think this is where we had the option to go right, although this doesn't look like a green lane to the right, does it? And of course it's much easier just getting your phone out than here we are. So yeah, you can see exactly where we are now. So yeah, that is a road down there, and we carry on up. The next right will be a green lane, or we can go straight on. So let's carry on up here. A couple of pedestrians by the looks of it, and a dog on a lead. So again, we'll be obviously be respectful when we go past them, and we'll either kill the engine or go past at a snail's pace, one or the other. Ooh, a little dodgy turn into pull out of there. There we go. Whoa, wet grass. It has chucked it down here in the UK for the last 2 days. It's been non-stop, and I'll be honest, I wasn't really in the mood to film this video today, folks. I'm glad I did. It's always fun when you're out on your bike, but yeah, I was a little bit skeptical of how conditions would be. Luckily it's not too muddy, it's just wet grass, he says. It'll probably come off in a minute. But yeah, it's not too bad. Got to be careful. A couple of doggos down there, so we'll get a little bit closer, and we'll just pull over, let them go. It looks as though they're stopping for us, actually. But a beautiful countryside, and again, you don't have a navigation device, you're not going to find these lanes. Thank you so much. Have a good day. But yeah, anytime you feel as though you don't want to go out on your bike, you very rarely go on a ride and regret it. That's for sure. So, whoa, front end nearly washed. We're on a camber then. I wasn't probably carrying quite enough speed, which didn't help, and it's looking trickier and trickier. Going to be a good test of the Atlas Capra X's. Anyway, we're getting into more vlog style. It's not the intention of today's video. So, anyway, what kind of navigation medium do I recommend, and which one could be best for you? So, honestly, I think all three have a place. Caveat being, obviously, I'm not a member of the TRF. I want to be completely open and honest about that. So I haven't used their navigation, but I'm sure it's extremely, extremely good. But yeah, if I were you and I was just starting off trail riding, my initial thought would be potentially to get an OS map, because, like I say, it's a hell of a lot of fun planning those routes yourself, and yeah, it does become a little bit tiresome getting the map in kind of in and out of your pocket, but yeah, it's really, really enjoyable. The TRF, where do I see that? Well, from a community standpoint, if you want to go out riding with other people, I think the TRF is fantastic, because it's going to give you connections that you wouldn't have without it, and that's something that the OS Map and TrailVidz, of course, cannot offer and cannot compete with. The other thing is that the TRF look out for the interests of riders and anybody that uses the green lanes. So because of that, you know, they're a great ambassador for what we do, and yeah, for that reason alone, you know, I can't really have a bad word said about them. So where does Trail Vids come in? You know, this is the new kid on the block, and it was only released in 2025. And as you've seen on the map that I showed you earlier in the video, you know, all of the routes haven't been fully kind of mapped yet. But again, it gives you a community feel, because you can be a part of that. You can upload your pictures, you can upload your videos. And the great thing about Trail Vids as well is that I haven't mentioned yet, is because they're, you know, in the infancy of their development, should we say, they will actually pay you petrol money to do that for them. Personally, it's not something I'm going to do, because I'm always talking to a camera and they want the footage to be silent, so regular viewers of the channel will know that doesn't happen very often on here. I'm very muddy here. So yeah, it's got a community feel, but in a different way. And oh, poor line. Yeah, it's got a community feel, folks, but in a slightly different way. And the great thing that Trail Vids gives you is it gives you that insight to the trail before you go down it, if it is kind of heavily mapped in your area, and that's only going to continue to grow and build over time. And the other great thing that nothing else, you know, the other mediums can't really offer, is it will take you to the start of the trail, which again is invaluable. So honestly, I think there's a place for all three, and I think you could use them in combination. I'd say join the TRF just because of what they stand for and what they do, and realistically at £10 a year, sorry, £15 a year, or £30 for 3 years, you can afford to join Trail Vids as well for the map functionality and, you know, help build that community. So anyway, lots of options, folks. I'm not going to say one is better over the other. I think they all have their own place, but it's just up to you what you'd prefer to use based on your individual needs. But anyway, I hope that you found that video useful, gave you some options. As always, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, ride safe, until the next time, goodbye.